Everyone, my name is Luke. This is the Outdoor Gear Review, and today for this episode, this is an episode of Before You Buy. This is all about the Klymit Maxfield 2-person tent. This is new for 2019, just recently brought to the market. More than likely, this is the first time you've heard of it. With that being the case, let's go ahead and set this up. Let's see how easy or how difficult it is. With this series here, it is all about providing you all with the information that you need to go out and make a good purchase. Will this tent work for you? Do you like the design? That's up to you. Let's get to it. With this episode, I am doing the regular setup of the tent. There is a fast pitch, but you have to have a footprint. All in all, it's very simple. I'll discuss that in just a little bit. Now to start off, I am using a ground sheet. That's because the ground is super wet. I highly recommend them nonetheless. It's a fantastic way of protecting your investment in your tent. This product here is from Mountain Laurel Designs, costs $8, super lightweight. I bought this myself, not sponsored by them. But I have enough people asking me questions about this, that's why I mention it. To start with the setup process, let's go ahead and remove all of the components. To start off, I have to say that I really do like the stuff sack when it comes to this tent. It is completely different. I've never seen anything like it before. Set aside your poles. Set aside your stakes. This is the fly, set that aside as well. What we want to start with is the body. With this tent here, it has one door, so make sure to orient the tent the way that you want it before you begin setting it up. Once you have the body out, it's time to go to the stakes to stake out the corners. When you're staking out the body, do everything loosely. And then when you have all four corners done, then pull everything nice and tight. Once you have the corners staked and tensioned, it is time to go around the body here. There are 4 more placements for stakes. I have found that going about it in this manner gives you the best pitch. Once you have everything staked out, get good tension, and then we will move on to the pole. So once you have the pole all put together, you will see that it and the tent body are color coordinated. You have an orange tip at one end, and you have a gray tip at the other. As you place the pole down on top of the body here, you will see that on each side of the tent, it is also color coordinated. You have orange clips on one side, you have gray clips on the other side to correspond with the tips on the poles. With the pole here, you have one end that's orange, you have one end that is gray, and that's because you have a clip right in the middle at both ends. The orange tip goes at the front. So with that being said, let's go ahead and clip in the pole now. Start on one side before moving on to the other. Okay. Once you have this done, clip in the back and then clip in the front. Now that we are at this point, it is time to begin connecting the body to the pole itself, which is very, very simple to do. Move to the ridge line, and now I want to focus on these black attachment points at both ends. With these black clips, they attach and slide over the plastic piece that is connecting the 2 poles together. So it clips into place just like so. Once you have that done, move to the back side and repeat. Moving on to the fly here, with this tent being a 1-door tent, find the zipper on the fly, that's at the front. Very simple. Once you have that on, throw back the fly. You will find this piece of fabric right here. As you can see, it is color coded. There is a sleeve right here for the pole tip. So slide the pole into that sleeve, and now go to the other side and do the same thing. Before you roll back the material here at the back and the front, go ahead and attach the Velcro pole straps. This will give you extra stability in nasty weather. Now, if you know for a fact that you have good weather, you can skip this step, but if there is a possibility for storms, I recommend doing it. Before addressing the front or the back with stakes, go ahead and clip in the sides. So once you have the sides done, move to the front here and connect the fly to the corner stake, which you already have in place, and pull that tight. Go to the other side, do the same thing. Now go to the back and connect that to the stake that you already have in place in the back. Now you may have to work with this just a little bit by restaking the back side and pulling it as far away as you can so that this works. To finish up, everyone, let's address the front door. We need to stake that out. From there, you can go around the tent, pulling tension on all the lines, get everything nice and taut, open up the fence, and you're good to go. Now, it should be mentioned, everyone, this tent does offer you a fast pitch option, but you do have to have the footprint to do this sort of setup. Essentially, you take the footprint, you lay it down, you clip in the poles, you throw the fly on. So there you have it, everyone. That is how you set up the Klymit Maxfield 2 tent. Now, as you can see here, it's a fairly simple process. This really does not take much time. There are plenty of steps, but once you get used to it, it's very, very quick. The only issue that you really may have is the lack of stakes that are provided by Klymit. As it stands right now, the tent is fully set up with what they included. Personally, I would like 2 more for the back, and also I would like some additional stakes for the guy lines, just in case of bad weather. So what they include is the bare minimum. So with that in mind, you may want to add some of your own tent stakes to this tent. On a difficulty scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most complicated, 1 being the easiest, this is a 3-4. It's not really that complicated, but there are numerous steps. The good thing is that you can set this up rather quickly. Make sure to add at least 2 more stakes to your kit. The lack of tent stakes, somewhat of an oversight, but it's not that big of a deal. More on this in the future, as I will have more episodes featuring this tent, including a test night, ultimately a review, and so on. I leave you all with this question. Make sure to comment down below. What do you all think about this tent? This is Klymit's first foray into the world of tents. Here's a little sneak peek of my thoughts so far, but I like it quite a bit. Everyone, take care, strength and honor. If you have any questions, email me. You can, of course, comment, but I cannot possibly answer all the comments, thousands of those a day. Everyone, take care, strength and honor.